Hello guys, welcome. I realised that it's been a few days since I've done any streaming, and I should probably do it a little bit before we get the weekend out of the way. I'm probably going to do about an hour today just because I have to be up early in the morning to go and have some dental work done, which is fun. But we'll blast through for as long as we can in that time. But hello to everyone out there. Hopefully you're all doing well and we can have ourselves a fun old time. That's the plan. So we've been doing some deals apparently. Charlie Rowan is on his way out of the club, and it's all been a fun weekend. It's apologies for coming up so late. I was going to come up earlier, but as I said in the last stream, I've had to try and learn some new editing software, and it's taken me all day to get the next episode of Supermarine together. So that's been fun. But at least we've got a bit of budget now to play with, which hopefully will help us out as we are in February. So apparently we have no players in us because I've got it set to goalkeepers. I don't necessarily need a goalkeeper right now. I just need a warm body if I can find one. And there's no one there that's super exciting to me, I don't think, given the grand scheme of things. Let's have a look, because it's been a few days since I've loaded up the save and I've been doing a rebuild for the channel, so I've been completely engrossed in that. Is there anywhere I need to find a good... I could use a good holding midfielder ideally, couldn't I? That would be the best thing. If I could find a good DM, would do me nicely. Let's see what's appearing for us as a DM option to bring in. Looks like Harrison Sona is our best bet, but is he a player we can get in? Let's trial these guys, shall we, just to see if any of them can offer anything to us. And I mean, is Omar Musa worth bringing in? Possibly. His determination is very low. What about Dan Gallagher? His pace is very low. Let's just have a look to see if we can bring him in, shall we? Just to have a little look at, because that will be nice if we could pull that off. Because yeah, we would definitely need another holding midfielder. I think that would help set the squad up. For those of you who've not been caught up on what we've been doing, we're currently with Hemel Hempstead. We are 5th in the table. We're on a good run of form. As we can see here, we've sort of slowly figured this tactic out, and we've got Brackley coming up next apparently. Although it does seem to have lost all of February, which is just FM doing FM things. Will it do it? Will it bring it back if I click again? Yes, there we go. So we've got Morecambe next. There, Morecambe, Macclesfield, South Shields will certainly get through today, and then hopefully we'll be on course for a youth intake, and then Liam can finally claim his desired player. So Sona has some potential, Campbell has some potential, Pybus has no potential, so we'll probably say goodbye to him immediately because I've got no real need for a 2-star player, and certainly not a 2-star player with 0 potential, so that's going to be a thing. Let's make sure we've got all of our players who are on trial visible to us. I don't know why we can't see them. Why can't we see them? Where are they? Okay, we'll go in the old-fashioned way. I guess we'll come back and we'll have a look shortly. But yeah, as I said, I hope everyone out there is well. I hope you're all having a good time. I am, as I said, I'm short streaming today purely because my amount of time available today is very little. As I said, I've got to go and see a dentist tomorrow, and I'm probably going to come back slightly toothless. So that could be fun. Always fun. But it is what it is. So yes. Anyway, good times. Good times to be had all around. I guess we just kind of plough through. What are we saying here? With Harrison Sona joining the club on trial, what's the point of blah 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 blah? Good. Are they going to show now? No. Why aren't they showing? Are they in my youth team? Is that where they've ended up? I don't understand. I don't understand. Where are the trialists? There we go. Good. Now I can see them. I can see what they've got to offer, and it looks like Tate's going to be the front runner. But I guess we'll find out. Gallagher could put his name in the ring here. Is Gallagher going to be the guy to come join us? We'll find out. We'll find out in a second. We'll find out in several seconds. We'll find out. It just feels like it's taking forever. We will find out. Come on. Let's do this. Let's find out. Let's have information. Please, information. Please. Gallagher on trial. I mean, he's not special, is he? He's not special. There's probably better options out there. We'll give it a week. We're not in a rough hurry. We're not in a massive hurry for a new player to come in, so that's fine. Hopefully, we will get someone, though, to come in through the door. That would be ideal for us. But it is what it is. We'll see what we can make happen. We'll get there. Right, fly through the days, please. Fly through the days. Right, I don't need to read any of those right now, so that's fine. We will get games going, and going with games. That's what's going to happen today. That's the plan. That's the miracle we're looking for. So, also I need to check. Did the glorious tube of you? It did upload the new thumbnail. Good. That's what I was hoping to see. That's what I was hoping to see. Right. Won't do the interviews. That's unnecessary. That's always unnecessary. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Define's unhappy with Knight's loan agreement. Oh no. Well, I've probably told you you can recall him. But just take him back. Just take him back. I don't need him. Take him back. Right. Lineup wise, we're probably in good shape, but let's do that. Chuck Coley's going in. Good, 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 good. I do still want to have Watara on the bench at the very least, and I probably want to have Findlay on the bench too, if I can, for, I guess, Thomas, I guess, although, why do I need Lawless on the bench, I suppose is a big question there, and I'll put Flaherty on too, just to make that work. Right, let's go through it. Hey Liam, hope you're well. My day has been good. My weekend has been chaotic. I was just saying that I've been trying to learn the new editing software, so I've not been able to stream because I've been trying to figure out how to get this editing stuff going. It's been crazy. And yeah, we've beaten Chesterfield, which is even better, which makes it a good weekend. A good weekend all around. You've joined just in time for the first game. I was just saying I'm probably only doing about an hour-ish tonight because I've got to go and have some dental work done. So we're going to fly through as many games as we can. I'm hoping by the end of this episode we'll have a youth intake though, and you'll be able to finally pick your player. And this kick clash is not going to work for me. Whose bright idea was allowing this? That's going to confuse me. That's going to be good. Oh. It says I am Project Zomboid. That's That's alright, I will dive in and sort that because I probably should have been paying more attention. Ba, 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 ba. Let's get that in there very quickly before we carry on. Because that will help. That will help immensely. There we go. We should be up to date now. We should be up to date. Right. Yeah, I was in such a hurry to get on and just do some streaming. I completely missed that, but I'm glad you pointed that out because now people will be able to actually find us. It's right on. It's because it sets up the stream title through OBS for YouTube, does it automatically, but it doesn't automatically update it for Twitch, which is very annoying. Just like these kit clashes, I'm basically going on shorts color, which is not helping me out immensely, to be honest. But I would like us to get a result today, so hopefully we'll see something big happen that's not Admiral Muskway scoring past us. Because I feel like we've seen that move from that player ending in that goal before this season already. And, well, realistically speaking, what's happened here is that Dion Conroy's not had his head in a swivel and he's completely missed the run of Muskway. And I feel a bit like Dion Conroy's lack of pace is going to cost us in games like this. I really am starting to wonder if he was a good pickup or just a nostalgia pick. So we need to see something big from him, really. We need to see him start to be a bit more productive for us and just hold his line, stay back a bit more. Does play a nice ball out to Shooter, to Domi, to Anish going back to Shooter, who's going to cut inside and goes for a Coley. Through for Briscoe, oh sorry, for Stutter, hits the post. Stutter was offside anyway. So that's good, and Mayer is going to take a goal kick, and we need to get ahead to this and carry on plugging forward. Mullins has got there to break it down. Shooter, back to Holiday. Holiday to Mullins now. Mullins goes to Shooter. Shooter finds Anishko to Domi to Cahill. Cahill out to Waldron, who has found his way out on the far side, on the near side I should say. Ume has got the ball back though, and I need us to be playing some nicer football basically, and some more winning football would be good. Waldron's done nothing with that, and that's come off the woodwork. Waldron's finally cleared it. We are looking very much under the cosh here, and Sangare could have been through then. We've got very lucky. How's new editor program better than one I was using before? No, in theory. So I've switched from VSDC to Premiere Pro, but I've been using VSDC to edit for nearly 10 years, so I'm really used to it. And I don't think I've used Premiere Pro in probably over a decade, so I'm just getting used to it again, really. And there's a lot of features that I can't remember where they are, and it's just driving, obviously because it's been 10 years. I stopped using the old one because the license ran out. And I could find a copy of Premiere Pro on the 7Cs, if I'm honest. Renewing the license for the editing program was not in the budget for this month, and then I realised that the license was running out in the middle of November, so we're just going to have to make do a Premiere Pro. The editing might be a little bit choppy for Supermarine tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure I had it recorded, and I wanted to make sure I had it out. Just so there was something out. Obviously tomorrow I'm going to be doing very little because I'm going to have a dentist rooting around in my face, and I don't know how much pain I'm going to be in, so I didn't want to do any recording, editing, etc. whilst on possibly some kind of sedative and or God knows what else. So that's kind of that we're making do. Hopefully I'll have it figured out. I've been doing a rebuild in between, sort of trying to figure out the editor all weekend as well, so I will have some footage to record to test out my editing on that, because there's no real rush to get the rebuild out, But it was a fun time. It was a fun time, and hopefully that rebuild has gone very well. Hopefully it comes up very well, because I think it's one of the better rebuilds I've ever done. Quite frankly, I think it's one of the best rebuilds I've ever done on the channel. So I've been doing Preston, which I know seems a little bit out of pocket, but my thinking was that Preston were the first club ever to be the champions of England, and they haven't even been in the top flight of English football since the 60s. So I thought it'd be fun to do a rebuild there and take them to the Premier League title, which, you know, it was just a random thing that came to me, to be honest. And I thought, well, just do that rebuild. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a Preston rebuild, and it seems like someone should have done, based purely on the fact that, like I said, they won the first 2 titles in English football. And yeah, it's been well over half a century since they even competed at the top level. But it was good fun. It was a challenge. They've got no money, and a board that doesn't invest any money either. I wish we could at least have the stats in different colours. That's driving me mad. Yeah, so it was good fun, but I'm hoping I'll get that out by the end of the week. But like I said, I'm going to sort of prioritise getting Supermarine episodes out, and then we will drop in the rebuild where it goes. But it was good fun. It was sort of I wanted some footage to play with the editor with, but I had to get something that wasn't Supermarine to play with it properly with, so I can do like a nice proper job of editing and get used to Premiere Pro and all the little things it has hidden under the hood. So that was sort of the plan, was just have something big to record. I'm not quite ready to record the new Wheel of Chaos episode yet, because I'm about 9 seasons in, and I think this particular Wheel of Chaos is going to take me about 25. So the random chance idea was maybe not my strongest move for getting content out quickly. There you go. We live, we learn. We try and have some fun with it. I think maybe we take winning a European trophy off of the table, and we end up in a nation that can't possibly win a trophy quickly. We're getting there. We've made it consistently into the groups or into the league stage of the European competitions. We just haven't quite got to a stage where we are regularly competing yet. No, we're able to get out of the groups, but we'll get there. You know, I did it in San Marino using just the youth team. I can do it in Albania with transfers. That's for sure. And honestly, I'm very grateful it didn't land on Build a Nation, because that could have been forever, to be honest. It could have been forever with the current state of FM, because Build a Nation really isn't working. It really isn't working because the coefficients don't update. So that's a problem. We'll put Tim Apsion on as the centre forwards, and then I've just got defenders and a midfielder left. I guess we could drop Domi back. I do feel like probably putting Mullins out of his misery and replacing him with Thomas is the way forward, though we'll do that. Try and win it by building a better defence. That's the plan. Cahill's going to take a free kick. That's also going to be a plan. Flaherty's going to have a shot. That's never a plan. Because there's one thing Stan Flaherty can't do. It's come up clutch with goals. So that'd be nice. I can see why there's a kick clash now, because the game thinks that Morecambe are wearing black with red stripes, and it looks like red with black stripes, but it thinks they're wearing black. That's why it's put the kick clash up. That's a thing for you to try and remember to report on the Bugs forum, because that probably shouldn't be that way around, or if it should be set up as a clash in the editor, which I could do myself, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to go through the editor after data lock fixing kick clashes, as a Coley goes over the top looking for Apsion and doesn't find him, and now it's us on the back foot again. Domi to a Coley. Let's get a ball through. Tim Apsion is through. Can he score? No. No, he can't. Tim Apsion cannot score. That is not in his plan today. Scoring apparently too much work, and now we are facing a free kick. Conte will take it. He sounds Italian. He can't play for Morecambe. Ume has a shot. That's come off everyone. And we have got away with that, I would say. Conte's going to take a corner. Cahill's going to come short, but as slowly as humanly possible. And if you're going to come short, you've got to put some pressure on. And he isn't really. And we've got very, very lucky there. And we've really got to start getting the ball back and pushing them back if we can. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. And, well, yeah. Ouattara with a throw-in to Conroy. Across to Thomas. Come on, Thomas. Get the ball forward. Okoli to Thomas again. All the way back to Halliday. Back to Conroy. Conroy forward for Ouattara. Ouattara finds Cahill. Conroy again over the top. Looking for the run of Ouattara. Can he get a crossover? He does. It's a low cross, but it fell to Flaherty. And at that point, you kind of knew a finish wasn't coming. And I think this one is fizzling out to a 1-0 defeat, which is disappointing because we have had most of the possession. I'd like to think we can do something, or we should have done something here. And it just feels like we've not fully been at the races. Ronnie Stutter certainly hasn't been at the races today. Ouattara's done well to head that away, even temporarily. Shame he couldn't get there for the second challenge, and it's a good job that went over because we were in trouble. And we are probably out of highlights, to be honest, judging by what we've learned so far, and that's going to be a 1-0 loss. We should have done better. I don't know what I just saw. I know they're going to be demotivated, but I don't like what I just saw. We should have done better. We should have done better, and that's going to hurt us. And now we've got 2 days off before we play Macclesfield, who sit right above us. And, well, we've got to bridge that gap. We've got to bridge that gap. So let's grab those guys who played yesterday and rest them. Or played just now and rest them, I should say. Give them a bit of a chance to breathe. Why is Shea Cahill still unhappy? I mean, it's just because he's having a mard. He's having a mard. We don't need him having a mard. We need him to be acting like a footballer. Right. Holiday through just because it's faster than clicking through. Oh look, you've got a new screen name, Charlie. I'm not going to play you on Fortnite, and that screen name's going to last exactly as long as you thought it was going to last, because I thought we'd made it clear, Charlie, that you aren't coming around here anymore. I thought we made that clear. Maybe I was unclear. Maybe you didn't understand, but you're not really wanted. So hasta la bye bye is what just happened. We will put that in a timeout. Excellent. And once again report that as spam. Good. Lovely. Thanks for wasting my time again, Charlie, you absolute dickhead. Right. Burnham announced his intention to leave Hemel. That's sad. Shia Burnham, where will I find a player with that kind of name? Yep, Liam, he's back again. He has learned nothing. It turns out when the IQ is that low, they keep coming back. Right, let's use, since we've learnt that Flaherty cannot change a game for us, let's go with, I'm tempted to try Everett. Let's try Everett in there as that sub. He's a young lad, he might not be any good, but at least we don't know he sucks. Oh yeah, Liam, it's at least the 10th account. You've got to think, like, can you imagine having such little life that you are constantly creating new YouTube accounts just to get banned within a couple of minutes from someone who genuinely doesn't care if you live at this point? Like, I know it's harsh, but really, that's just a waste of oxygen. That's an oxygen thief that does that. Right, anyway, we're back at the races. And we're playing Macclesfield. And weirdly, I was watching the Macclesfield Town documentary earlier, or the Robbie Savage Macclesfield documentary earlier. Don't know why, just sat watching it. It was quite good. It was quite fun. Dion Conroy's still playing. I should have dropped him, really. But, you know, I guess we'll just have to deal with it. We'll deal with it. Okoli to Anishko, to Okoli, to Stutter, back to Waldron. Come on, Waldron, do something good. Just once. A step over's nice, but it's not helping. Really, it's not helping. How have we conceded there? Anton Dvorshak's with the assist as well. Just treachery all round. Quite frankly, how is Anton Dvorshak doing that to us? It's a great ball, to be fair. It's a great ball, but it's just disappointing that it was him that set it up. And yeah. Not helpful. Right. We need something big to happen now. I can't help thinking Shooter at left back is probably not ideal. I do wish I had that big left winger from Supermarine as well to be there for dead balls, because he's been bloody lethal. But his height's definitely randomly generated because he's not 6'3" in real life. So he's probably not 6'3" on this version of the game. He's probably not even in the game at this level, to be honest. But we'll have a look. We'll have a little look at Supermarine, see if he's there, see if he's worth poaching. Oh, we're shooting from distance again, aren't we? No, I've told them not to shoot from distance. They're still... Hope that bug gets fixed one day. Really do hope that bug gets fixed one day. Me telling players not to shoot from range should lead to them not shooting from range, to be honest. It should be quite a clear instruction. As should, don't be behind at half time, as Shooter's going to try and do something now. To Domi, forward for Anishko, who's given the ball away to Traore. And this is just rubbish. Etaluku now running at us, and we are powerless. Absolutely powerless. I think we're definitely going to end this Shooter at left back experiment. I don't think that's the thing I want to happen. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I am pretty angry with Shooter, to be honest, because he's not been good enough. And we'll grab Stutter and Anishko and we'll give them the same message, like, just be better. Left back options. I'm tempted to try that, just because it can't get worse. Domi wouldn't be my ideal choice at left back either. I mean, he's been doing well when we've been playing him at left back, but I do feel like that's a thing we'll try and address in the summer. As I can see from the channel count on YouTube that Charlie's gone to create a new account, so expect him to be back within 5 minutes. Waldron gets a little whatsy doodle fella forward, looking for a pass to Walker, doesn't find him. Mullins is there, goes across to Conroy. Yeah, Mattin's getting an update sometimes. Like, beautiful, over the top, looking for Briscoe. Almost got the goal we've been looking for. I'm hoping they've sorted out the long shots in the match engine update. I really am, because it's just a joke at this point. Right, we'll do some subbing after this highlight. In fact, we'll do it while we're watching the highlight. Why not? We will send in Watara as the 6. And then we're going to try out the new lad Everett as the 10. And I guess Stutter gets replaced by Apshon today. That'll be a nice triple sub. That should help us out. Hopefully. Mullins to Conroy. Conroy to Cahill. Goes forward looking for Stutter, who gets tripped but picks the ball back up. And it's with Okoli now. Far side. Back to Domi. Cross it needs to come in. Does come in. No one's there. It's too deep and it's gone out for a throw-in. That's it. 1 or 2 a game I'd be fine with. If they were sort of in positions where, like, it's semi-logical to do it, but yeah, the amount we get is disgraceful. Like, I'd understand it if you're on a break, you're on a quick sort of counter-attacking break, and your striker, oh, beautiful stuff, Timap Shon on the score sheet. Yeah, I'd understand it if your attacking player was on a counter-attack and suddenly found himself with like 4 defenders between him and the goal. I'd understand him having a pop. I don't understand it happening when they're having a pop with 5 of their own players around them to pass it to. That's a great little setup from Briscoe. Great little setup from Briscoe. And I also want them to fix the lack of players reacting to a rebound. That'd be lovely too, because that's been driving me mad. All weekend it's been driving me mad trying to get through things for recording. Number of times I've had a rebound just bounce past 3 attacking players who could have put it away easily. Oh yeah, wingers who don't cross. That would be lovely if I could have wingers that cross. Currently, I've figured out wingers are only vaguely effective being played as inside forwards or inverted wingers. And even then, if I was going to do that, I'd just play with a more central 3. So I would like my wingers to do what I want them to do on the wings and be crossing. Cahill can come out of Beckford, I think. And it might be time for Domi to come off just because he's starting to look tired. Might be time for that. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. As Traore. It's like 34. I had a pen shot and it went to 30 plus because no one could score. It was like 35 and your player missed. You might not want to watch tomorrow's Supermarine episode, Liam. You might have some flashbacks. You might have some flashbacks. I was like, oh, we'll just play a nice FA Trophy game. And then we'll play a league game. I should not have played the FA Trophy game first. I felt like I was recording forever. Especially because I'm not used to the editing program. So it might be a bit of a longer episode than you'd expect. Purely because I couldn't get the editing under control. As Aption's offside again. Yeah, just couldn't get the editing under control. I couldn't. I bloody Premiere Pro. Needlessly complicated. Like, it'd be great if I was making a movie. It's needlessly complicated for what I'm trying to do. I don't need motion graphics and the ability to add friggin' AI generated filler scenes and all that kind of crap. I don't need it. I just need to be able to cut and shuffle things around. That's all I need to be able to do. Briscoe on the ball. Let's get a winner, shall we? Late winner from Briscoe. Not shooting from there. We've got a corner. Let's send the keeper up. We're not going to send the keeper up. We're just going to let it fizzle out. That's 1-1. We haven't won a game in this stream yet, which is really disappointing. We're going to say things didn't go our way tonight. I mean, to be fair, things weren't particularly good tonight, were they? Let's be blindingly honest. On the plus side, at least the Grand Prix weekend was good. That's occupied me a little bit today. Didn't quite get the result I wanted, but we came close enough that next week probably don't expect me to be streaming on Sunday because I shall be watching the Grand Prix. Plus, to be fair, I probably won't have much of a voice left after Saturday being at the FA Cup. So, yeah. Let's just say, Liam, you are going to be sitting close enough to me that even if you don't see me, you will hear me. Be like watching a stream. Except I won't chat quite as much bollocks and I probably will be shouting a bit more. Right, Shields up next. That's a good time. Shields are up next, and it looks like Charlie has found a way to build a new account, so we'll expect Charlie to be posting inane bollocks anytime soon. Something about his love of touching kids on Fortnite or something. Yeah, you're sort of near me. You'll definitely hear me. You'll definitely hear me, because I'll get frustrated at some point. I always do. We could be 5-0 up and I'd get frustrated watching Town. Right. We have got to get something done. We've got to get something done. To be fair, I might also be hanging around by the players' entrance after the game, because I still haven't completed my mission to meet Ollie yet. which I feel like I should have done by now. Right, we're nearly at the end of February. Oh no, Ian Holloway, but if I meet Ollie Palm before my mum does, she'll be really sad because she's got a real thing for him. Like, my mum has decided that she might be a Swindon fan now just because she likes Ollie Palmer. Which, you know, if it adds to the attendance, like, I'm not against it. She's not actually coming on Saturday, I'm just going with my dad. But, yeah, she's decided she's an Ollie Palmer fan. Right. Why do you keep trying to put Lucy Lawless on the bench? What has given you the impression that I want Lucy Lawless on my bench? I don't even currently really want him at the club. So, probably don't want him on the bench. I also don't want Shooter there. I'd rather have Domi there. Which I guess puts Beckford in midfield. And then, where is Okoli? Where's Chuck's Okoli gone? There. Do I want him on the bench instead of Finley? I think I do. Right. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's going to be... We're going to get a win, get ourselves back on track. I say this, but South Shields are definitely either top or near the top. So it could go either way. It really could go either way in this one. Sean McGurk lining up against us. That's what we like to see. Sean McGurk is trouble. Jamal Blackman is also up against us. I did see a notification there that said Jamal Blackman had subscribed to the channel, which was odd. I assumed it was like another Charlie character, but yeah, apparently we have Jamal Blackman following us on Twitch, apparently. Go figure. Go figure. Be wild if that actually was Jamal Blackman. Because he is one of my favourite goalkeepers in lower league football. And I think I said in the last stream that he was a player that I would very much like to be signing, or would have liked us to sign last season. And I'm glad we got Connor Ripley, but I'd have liked us to sign Jamal Blackman to play in goal for us. But there we go, that's fun. Right, we have to get a goal fairly soon, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Also, I've noticed that the kits have been really janky in the match engine as well, which has been a problem. Not these ones, but I have noticed that the Premier League kits, which I thought were licensed this season, don't appear properly in the match engine, which is wild. And most of the EFL ones don't look good either. And I could get a kit pack, but should I have to, is the question. If the licenses are there, should I have to get them? Oh, Ronnie Stutter. Oh, almost, just didn't quite react quick enough. And there's little Ginge. Got to be careful of him because of his tricks. We all know what he's like. We all know what Sean McGurk can do as Jamal Blackman is taking goal kicks against us, and that has gone to Roberts. Roberts forward looking for a ball, and now Blackett's through. This is going to be a goal. Alright, settle down, settle in, relax, it'll be fine. Right, Stutter, back to Frimpong, to Cahill. Cahill to Frimpong, finds Beckford. Beckford with a through ball for Briscoe and goes back to Beckford. Bit sloppy the passing, but we'll get used to it. And Beckford goes out wide for Waldron. Waldron over the top, looking for the run of Stutter, who's got there. Can he score? Not quite. We've got a corner. Keeper makes a great save. As I said, Jamal Blackman absolutely imperious at this level. I mean, let's just take a moment to... That's a good little goalkeeper. I'm just saying, he's a good little goalkeeper, is Jamal Blackman. And is with Morecambe in real life now, apparently, I would guess. But yeah, it was when he signed for Shrewsbury. That's when I wanted to bring him in. I was really hoping we'd pick him up, and we just didn't. Because I thought he looked really good at Burton. Ronnie Stutter's decided he's a goalkeeper now. Add that to the list of bugs that need fixing. The many, many bugs that need fixing. And, well, McGurk on the ball now. If they move him into a 10, we could be in trouble. Honestly, we could be in trouble anyway, but that's... I don't understand. I don't understand how we've become so bad after that run of games where we just couldn't stop winning. We just don't seem to have the ability to achieve anything now. And it's really, really frustrating. Like, is it players tiring maybe? Do they need a break? And I would like someone that can replace Anishko as a kind of solid, reliable 10. Beckford's into the box. Beckford cuts it back. There's nobody there. There's just nobody there. And that's a problem for us. There just being nobody there at any point. Really need a goal. I don't know if it's just a case of we've been figured out as Blackett scores, and that is appalling. I'm going to go cautious. I never go cautious. I'm going to go cautious here. Purely because, I mean, what on earth? What on earth? How has that been allowed to happen? We've really got to buck our ideas up here, or we're going to be in trouble. Because this is not good at all. It's not even remotely good. Blackman now on the ball, forward to Dodds, to Roberts. Roberts with a through ball for McGurk to Scott. Scott has a little run and has a pop at goal, and nothing has come from that. I'm sure something eventually will. But Roberts to McGurk. Back to Roberts. Stutter gets in there. Can he finally do something today? Just once. Just once on this stream I want to see Ronnie Stutter achieve something. Oh my god. This feels like the longest first half I've ever been through. Just feels like the longest first half. Right, we've finally cleared it. Briscoe's on the ball. Come on, Elijah. Come on. Oh, for Christ's sake. We're just so bad today. Every time we get the ball, we're just bad. And it's not helpful. Stutter. Come on, just something. Just something. Right, guys. Anything. Just find myself begging for something to happen. Conroy's been done again. For Christ's sake, Dion. Why? How are you getting done like that? Just so poor. Genuinely, I just don't have words for how piss poor we are today. And we are absolutely piss poor. That was terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Right, you guys, sort your shit out. And you two, absolutely throw a water bottle. Crap. Absolute crap, both of you today. Just be less crap. Right. Focus. Try and make an attack happen. Try and make something happen. Try and just not be shit for 5 minutes. That's all I'm really asking of you. Just not be shit for fuck's sake. God, you know things got bad when I've started swearing on stream like that. I'm usually so well behaved. I'll drop the odd curse, but this is utter shit. This is utter dog shit. This is so bad. This is not a replay to watch, a VOD to watch with the kids around, I would say, because this language might just get worse. Right, Wilkinson, get off the pitch. Stutter, get off the pitch. I'd take Halliday off, but I haven't got a goalkeeper on the bench. A Coley, get on there. In fact, not a Coley. Let's not send in a Coley. In fact, let's not send in Shooter. I'm so torn. That's fine. We've got to make sacrifices somewhere. I want Ouattara on the pitch, but this is an absolute massacre. We're getting massacred here. What is that pass, Elijah? Why are you passing it, taking us away from goal? For Christ's sakes. Sorry, we've got nothing to lose. We're going very attacking. We're just going to try and ping the ball at them. And in fact, we're just going to go direct. We're going to pick up the tempo as far as we can. And goalkeeper distribution is going to a target man and long. No faffing anymore. We're just going to get the ball and hoof it back towards them. That's the plan. Get the ball, hoof it back towards them. No messing around now. No faffing. No nice football. Just hoof. And in fact, I might drop the defensive line all the way down, press more, and why are there two defensive line boxes now? Why is that a thing? How did that become a thing? Tackle harder, get stuck in. If we can't score, we'll break them. That's the plan. Wilkinson to Briscoe to Apsion to Beckford through to Briscoe. Briscoe going back and Wilkinson to Beckford now. Finds a Coley out wide for Waldron. Come on, make something happen. We have made something happen. Tim Apsion has scored. It's probably going to mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, but at least we've got a goal. At least we've got a goal from somewhere. We've not been completely impotent. I was close to, quite frankly, but I mean, Tim Apsion was we did score a goal here, and we scored a goal. Come on. Just 3 more to go to tie up the scoring in 15 minutes. Although, to be fair, they scored 3 of theirs in just over 15 minutes, or just under 15 minutes. It's not impossible we could, but it's unlikely, given that we just don't look like we've ever played football. Beckford's given up on having a rating. Tinkler, come on, let's win this back. Let's get straight back at them. Get another goal. We've got 5 minutes tops to go to get 3 goals. And if they score here, we're well out of it. But that was rocky. That was rocky. Oh my words. Oh my words. I don't know how we fix this. I don't know how we fix this just piss poor run of form. Should have won this. No excuse for not doing it. This is the kind of game where I feel like I have to send a message. I feel like I have to send a message. Let's, where is my post-match whatsy bollocks? Match report. That one. Right. Joel Holiday. Criticised last game. You were absolute shit. I wish the button just said you were absolute shit. Danny Anishko. We're going to tell you the same thing. You were absolute crap. Wasn't good enough, and we won't accept it from you. To be fair, we're also going to have a little chat with Josh Mullins and just say that You weren't good enough. You didn't play badly. Absolutely shut your whore mouth. Shut your mouth. Ronnie Stutter as well. We're going to have a conversation with him about his form too, because his form has been poor. Really poor. Hopefully he'll get back. In fact, we might have a chat with Anishka about his form too, because his form has been poor. Okay, you don't want to put in even more work. Good. Thanks, bud. Thanks. Cheers for being so helpful. You absolute clown shoe. Right. Where are we in March now? March, we've got a game against Brackley. Before we do the game against Brackley, I think we are going to... I don't want to take it out. Why can't I get a... Can I get a form in here? Is there a form column? I've run out of space for columns, I'm aware. Form. Last 5 games. Why can't I have that as a number? For Christ's sake. I just want that as a number. Why can't I have that in a numeric? I had it as a numeric last on FM24. Like, realistically, what the fuck does that mean? What does that column mean? He's had 2 decent games in the last... Like, why don't... I just want an average there. That's what I was looking for, was like an average rating over the last 5 games. Is there an average rating over the last 5 games column I can have? And if not, why not? There isn't, is there? There's not one there. How is that supposed to be useful to me? There's not stats. There's just nothing useful to me there. It's really, really unhelpful. Right, let's get that next game lineup. I haven't got another goalkeeper. Maybe I need to look at another goalkeeper. What I'd like to do is like maybe find a way to breed these 3 together. Because if I could have like Tate's pace with Gallagher's determination and Harrison's like overall quality, I think I'd be in a really good position. Can we get Harrison Soner? So he's our best bet there. Will you take £280 per game? Because if you'll take that, I'll take you. And I am going to look for another goalkeeper. I've decided. I'll do 300. I am going to look for another goalkeeper. I think that's going to really help us. When I say I think it's going to really help us, what I mean is I feel like I need a challenger for our goalkeeper. Remy Mitchell would be good, but he's quite tiny. Let's look at Mitchell and Knightsbridge. Let's just get them in for a trial, just to see what they can do. Because if one of them is better than what we've got, I will take them. It doesn't even matter which one is better than what we've got. Frankly, I will take them. Oh, you're going to ask what the chance of the permanent stay is. Stop asking stupid questions. Right, Mitchell. Oh, Remy Mitchell, you filthy animal. Can I have both? Can I have both? We'll definitely take Remy Mitchell if we can. What if we give you 43 with a massive loyalty bonus? Will you allow it? Excellent. Remy Mitchell's coming in. Excellent stuff. That's good news. That's good news. That's a goalkeeper. Nightbridge, will you take back? Oh, you want backup? You beautiful, beautiful boy. You beautiful boy. Yes. Goalkeeping is sorted. Excellent stuff. We've got some competition in goal. Holding midfielder coming in. This is what we were looking for. This is what we were looking for. I am curious to see where the XG table puts us, because I feel like that's going to tell all. Heads up about Flaherty. Alright, let's explain. Let's explain, Stan. I wish I had a typey box here. Stan, look. Here's the thing. Your career's stagnating because you've been utterly shit. You've not been playing as well as you think you can. It's not fair to be judging performances. Obviously, no. Look, I think you'll ask yourself if you really want to go. I'm not happy about this, but I have no intention of leaving. I'll get my way eventually. Stan, honey, you won't. Because I'm going to beg an intermediary to sell you. Get out. I've decided you are rubbish. Get out. Go away. Go play somewhere else. Right, what else have we got available to us if we take positions out of it? What else is available to us? Because we found a goalkeeper, well, 2 goalkeepers now. Jack Batten. You've got no pace, but you're wanted by most of Gibraltar's clubs, so we'll have a look at you. You're retiring at 32? There's no way you've played for enough big clubs to retire at 32. What are you on about? Retiring at 32? I don't think you can afford that, bud. I mean, you probably have nothing to offer me, but even so... What else is there? I'd really like a cam. Another one retiring at 33. What for, we'll never know. He probably could have been quite good for us too. Let's get him on a trial. And if he looks good, we'll either sign him to the end of the season or just try and talk him out of retiring. That's the plan. That's what we're going to go with. But let's set this to Cam. I want a Cam who can create something. Daniel Jarvis apparently can play as Cam. I guess we'll bring these guys in on trial as well. Just see if anything nice happens. Because we're so close to being able to push for a playoff promotion that I know financially we can't afford to do this, but I just feel like we'd be stupid not to try and push. And I can fix the finances next year. I mean, we are above where we should be. We're outperforming ourselves, but even so, we'll take a look at what we've got here. Just to see if any of them can offer something a bit better from Cam. Because as good as Danny Anishko's been when he's on form, I do think like he can get a bit complacent because he can see there's nothing behind him. Like he's basically made that position his own. Right, what's hiding? What's hiding? How are not one of those players good enough? I mean, Bailey Hobson maybe, but his passing's for shit. His passing's not good enough. I mean, the answer could be, I know this is well out of pocket, The answer could be teach Shay Cahill to play as an attacking midfielder. That could be the answer. It's a very out of pocket decision, but having him as an attacking midfielder could be the play. In fact, I'm going to holiday through to that next game because I think it's stretch break time, but I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, we are back. We are back and ready to go. Good. Wilkinson, Conor Lawless expecting more playing time. Conor Lawless is expecting to leave. Say goodbye to Conor Lawless. That's the plan. Right. We've signed Stoner. We got offers for Flaherty. Oh my word, what a day. Goodbye, Stan. Get out of here. £38,000 a year of absolute wasted money. We should get intake soon. It usually comes on the 17th, I believe. Right, Sona's in. Knightsbridge is in. We are cooking on gas now. We don't have the funds. Are you having a bubble? Oh, it's because I offered him a shitload of money. Alright, let's try this again. Right, 43. We'll drop that down to nothing, but we're going to absolutely pile on these. Alright, look, I can't pay you a loyalty bonus. I can't do it. What if we give you a massive pay rise and a match highest earner clause and a sell-on fee percentage? Because you'll probably sell for nothing. Yes, good, right. It's a very expensive goalkeeper, but Remy Mitchell's so good. He's so good that I know he's only 5'11", but he's such a good goalkeeper that I'd feel stupid if I didn't take him. Right. And that does mean I can put Nightbridge in goal today and just kind of give Halliday something to think about because he played badly last time. I do feel like Stutter and Anishko should also probably be dropped. We'll put Stutter in there. We'll take Lawless off the bench again and put Watara in. And then Finley in there. And we don't really have a good cam option. So that'll do for now. Anishko's going to have to suck up. That's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to suck it up. Oh, I've just realised Quinn Shooter's found his way into left back. That won't do. Beckford in there. There we go. Right. Squad number has to be given to one player. Well, I guess you're getting the number 13 shirt because... Oh, number 1 shirt, sorry. Because you've got the only goalkeeper there. Which is nice. So... Let's see, can our new goalkeeper keep a clean sheet against Brackley? End the poor run of... Right, that's not quite the reaction I wanted, boys, is it? Let's be honest. Let's try that again. Right, Apshon and Briscoe starting up top. Tim Apshon's got floppy hair. That's what we like to see. They've got Tom Daly up front. Expect some diving. Oh, this is the one with the 2 domies. I remember. Right, we've got to get back into the playoffs with this one. That's our plan. Get back into the playoffs. Get this underway. Get this done. Get a goal early and win. That's what we're going to do. And Nightbridge is going to have an absolute stormer in goal. That's the plan. He's going to keep a clean sheet on his debut. Have an absolute barnstorming game. Briscoe's going to make something happen here. Gets into the box. Doesn't pass it again. Cahill's done something though. Cahill has a pop. My God. My God. If he becomes like the cheat code AM I need, I'll be genuinely shocked. But at least we can start training him up to do it. And go from there. As Warrington's now going to try a thing. Cross goes over from there. Domi, and it's hit the bar. I think Nightbridge had it covered. Which is good. And we can build. Now, that's our plan. We're going to build from here a team that gets promoted. Newton's going to take a corner. We're going to clear this. Cahill's coming short. Not defending it very well. And that's gone over the bar. Beckford's gone trudging back to collect it. Come on, let's bit of enthusiasm, boys. I feel like our next addition is going to be a left back. I feel like we had a left back. We go all out. Get someone that can really, really push from there. Although, to be fair, Domi does prefer to be an advanced wing back, doesn't he? Or like a playmaking wing back. Let's try that. Just to see if he can make anything happen. Because he's not playing well so far. We can always take him off. But you never know. Beckford. Over the top. Looking for Anishko. Can't find him. In fact, if I've got Domi playmaking. I know I'm tinkering. Let's not tinker just yet. Not that much. Apsion through. Apsion with a shot. And he's gone over the sodding bar with Briscoe in absolutely acres of space. Munro is pretty solid. He's so good on FM as well. He did join me during my Preston rebuild in the Premier League briefly. And he didn't look out of place. Right, get better. All of you get better. You're not playing badly. I just need all of you to get better. And hopefully one of them will. Right. Domi, let's get going. Let's create something. Kit, I'm trying to get better. I'm just not good. But how are you? Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the House of... I said I was only doing an hour today, and I've been up well over an hour. Good, that's gone well. But I do want to get to the youth intake. So the plan is we'll get to the youth intake and we'll probably call it a day there because I do have to be up early tomorrow. But it's nice to see you, Kit. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are not playing well in this here stream. We are on a terrible run of form. My language has been atrocious today. That's fair enough, Kit. We will both not be here long together. That's a good plan. But I'm sorry to hear you couldn't sleep. I've been keeping like drug dealer hours lately. Like I've been going to bed at like 4 a.m. and I can't do that today because I've got to be at the dentist at 10. So I do have to try and get some freaking daily. I do have to try and get some sleep tonight. Domi, the experiment of having Domi trying to be a left back that play makes isn't working. So I guess we try Shooter. Does he have a thing he does best there? To be fair, probably not. Shooter. I guess you're just going to be a proper wing back. That's going to be your plan. And I feel like Danny Anishko is going to get replaced by... I think Domi would have been his logical replacement. Alright, do we try something disgusting? I feel like we do. Absolutely appalled at myself for thinking of this, by the way. But I think that's going to be the plan. I think we're going to step up into a 3. With Apshon as a poacher. Briscoe and Stutter as channels. It might work brilliantly, it might work terribly. But we're going to have to try something. Beckford can be replaced by Watara. Watara can swap with a Coley. That should be fine now. And you know things have got bad when I've got a goalkeeper on the bench. Tried to sleep at like 1 a.m. Toothache is a bitch when you have no painkillers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ironically, that's why I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Because I think I probably am going to have a root canal. Because I think I have a tooth dying. But I've been lucky in that I've got a house full of painkillers. So that's been nice. Tim Apshon has decided that he doesn't want to play up in part of a 3. He's just gone, nah boss, I can't help you with that. I've really got nothing I can do with him. Let's drop him. Let's just try him as a DLP or DLF even. Let's just see if if him dropping out of there creates something. I am told that deep lying forwards are meta on this year's game, but I haven't actually played with one yet, so maybe we discover that that's correct today. I really need to make more changes just because I have 2 left. I think we're going to take out our centre halves just for the sake of freshening that up, because I'd rather just not lose now. Which I know is like weak sauce, but I have always like this working. We need to see what differences there are. We can show you and you can screenshot it. I think it was working. I don't know why it's suddenly not. That's where I have questions. Please don't crash. Good. That's where I have questions. It was working and it's just stopped working. And I don't want the answer to be Dion Conroy. So that's what we're currently doing. That's the in and out of possession. And I think the answer's Conroy, honestly. And it feels really harsh saying it out loud, but I think the answer is Conroy. Plus the lack of a proper left back, because I've got guys who are essentially midfielders rotating through left back. But I am starting to feel like we were better with Bates in there, even though he's not as good a player. Oh, the 3-strike one, that was very much a Anishko's not doing very well lately situation. Yeah, I think I am going to have to drop Dion Conroy for a game. I know he's our captain and our fearless leader, but he's not been very good. I think we're going to drop Waldron for Ouattara for next game too. And is there a better option at left back? Probably not at the moment, but I need to go and buy one. I am just wondering, is there a... Oh, Rocker's back. Let's drop Conroy entirely. Let's put Rocket in for Anishko for a game. I know he's not as good on paper, but he has looked alright when he's played for us. And I just have a feeling, but we will go and do some left back shopping, because I think I'd rather have an out and out left back there. Right, what are we saying? What's Let looking like? Potentially good from Salisbury. Determination is dog, so no, probably not. 2 CFD and F9 and 2 M's. Jesus, kit. That's overkill. That's crazy. We love it, but it's crazy. Right, Fuad Cisse is going bold. We can't have that. That could be contagious. Daniel Martin. Surprise, none of these players are good. Really, I know they've got A+ scout ratings, but let's not take too much note of that. He could be really good. Can I afford him? Can I afford Alex Lafleur? No. We have run out of money. Let's put a pin in that. Score Forest Bath with it, with a low-level Alves team. Who cares? They put 6 past fair. Right, we're going to put a pin in Alex Lafleur because Stan Flaherty is going to leave us, and that should free up some budget. In theory. Hoping Connor Lawless will leave us too, because they were both appalling. They were both so bad for us, and I feel like we just need that little bit more push. We just need a left back that can do left back things. Yeah. I also still haven't done the cookies I was going to make. It's been like 5 days since I thought about making them. Right, come on, let's get this other goalkeeper to sign and then we'll be laughing. Get this other keeper in. Come on. Come on. Goalkeeper. You're not there yet. Come on, buddy. Sign before the game. Oh, he is going to sign before the game. Still no cookies or gin? No. Sadly not, Kit. No. I mean, gin's kind of it's a bit out of pocket right now, but yeah, I've still not made the cookies. And it's really annoying because I only think about like making the cookies when I feel like eating the cookies. But I only feel like eating cookies at this time of night, and I don't feel like baking at this time of night. Remy Mitchell, though, is in. That's good. I think we will have him on the bench today. Just because Knightbridge did really well last game. And we are really just waiting on those two guys to leave. And we can have a left back. And I think we'll be in a really good position. Oh, I'm not giving you number 18. In fact, Remy Mitchell, you're going to wear the goalkeeper's special number, 69. Nice. It's every goalkeeper's special number. Looks the same both ways up, doesn't it? So if your goalkeeper's diving, standing, on his head, looks the same. That's the logic. Right, we're going to keep Tim Apshon up top because he looks like he's in form. Scarborough second in the form table while we're 20th. We need to... Abso-friggin-lutely we do. I wasn't joking, lads. Let's take control of this game. Quality finishing. Get it done. Enrique Roca is going to score. The ex-Manchester City player is going to score for us. That's the plan. We're wearing black, which is tasty. Love there's no kick clash today. Let's get this one done. And I think we're going to get youth intake towards the end of the week. Briscoe hat-trick incoming. That's a bold shout kick because he's been dire lately. The only reason he's still on the pitch is because I only have 3 strikers in the squad. Because quite frankly, I could have dropped him and Stutter very happily over the last few games. Neither has been performing. Tim Apshon has been our better performing striker. Cahill goes back to Ouattara, who needs to do some of his heroics, to be honest. If we lose this, we might need a tactics change. You might not be wrong. We've had weird kit mixes with FM26. We really have. We've had a kit clash today and it was driving me bonkers. Absolute bonkers. At least it's not been like a massive game. I think if I got a kit clash or a Champions League final, I'd be so sad. But for now, we're okay. As well, I thought we were going to do some attacking then. We didn't. But Mullins is picking up the ball. He can take his time. Domi to Beckford. Beckford with a chance to go forward. Finds Briscoe. Elijah Briscoe. Cut it back, son. What is that? Crossing. Go on, Tim. Show him how it's done. Cahill. Cut it back. He does. But he just has a pop instead, apparently. Shea Cahill scores. We are 1-0 up. This is the first time I think we've had the lead all stream. Which is wild. Absolute madness. You had your game crash in a Champions League final. Madness. At their stadium, we both wear red and white. Yeah. Oh, you wear your blue away while at home against Brentford, and they wear a brown kit, but at their stadium, yeah. See, they're just not set up properly in the database. Just when you see stuff like that, make sure you stick it on the forum in the data section, and hopefully they'll take care of it for the update, because it's a 3-second fix. But did he just score an overhead kick? Did he just score an overhead kick at this level? My word. And it was his inside foot. He better have tried overhead kicks as a trait. Bloody avoids using weaker foot, I guess. I've seen the odd overhead kick, but it's always from a player you expect an overhead kick from, at a level you expect an overhead kick from. Like, I've seen, like, top players pull it off in the Premier League. And even Bruno Fernandes, which is not, like, I wouldn't expect him to try one, but I wouldn't put it beyond him to be capable of one from now and then. But, yeah, never at this level. Right, let's get back in this game. Roca's doing badly in the 10 now. Domi, get a crossover, son. Finds Briscoe. Briscoe with a chance to maybe cut this one back if he didn't get confused. Apsion off a defender. It's gone for a corner. Oh. I feel like sorting this 10 roll out changes everything. Right, dig in. Roca, you've got to get better, mate. You've just got to get better. Same with you, Frank. Bit better. Oh, I've pressed the wrong one. Alright, let's just tell everyone they can improve and hope they do. Frankly, that's what we need to do. And then, hopefully, something good will happen. Domi forward to Briscoe, who can't do anything with it, unfortunately. Roca needs to really get involved in this game. Really needs to get involved in this game. Whiteley to Perver. To Abdul Salem. Perver again. Bruce. Turns. Chapman's through. Allen. Cahill is getting back and tracking, which is nice to see. Watara probably isn't the best header of a ball in the world, and that's cost us. Why? Why are we so bad? I just feel like it's all coming unraveled. And I have already found a meta tactic, but I don't want to use it because I know it's a meta tactic. That's the trouble. Like, as much as I like playing with tactics off stream and on stream, when I find a meta, I immediately discard it. Because it just feels wrong. And like, you know, when you found a meta tactic, you just see the numbers, you just go, yeah, that's too good to be functional. I mean, what else have I got? I've got Waldron, Stutter or Finley to play with. Is that the way? Or is that the way? Probably that's the way. Let's see. Let's see. I just need someone to achieve something. Really. What I need is for Danny and Ishko to show up today. In like full weapon mode. I've got Waldron there for Watara. That's probably our last sub. Right. Let's see. Let's see what can happen here. Don't think any of your tactics are meta. I mean, that's fair. I figured out my tactic was meta when I took a Premier League team or a Championship team up to the Premier League and we put 6 past Crystal Palace on day 1. And I was like, this team was barely good enough to finish mid-table in the Championship realistically. We shouldn't be sticking 6 past Palace. Waldron to Apsion to Waldron. Come on, let's get a second goal. Just equalise. I'd be happy with a draw. Just because it keeps our form from arresting too much. Bloody Waldron. I should have subbed the goalkeeper. That should have been my sub. I should have subbed the goalkeeper. But alas, we didn't. Can we turn up this press? That'd be nice. If we could turn up this press. And turn up the tackle. Oh, we've scored. Jesus, Tim Apshawn scored while I was faffing. Alright, guys. So in real life, only first season, so I'm not even overperforming. Yeah, that's fair. Don't run a gegenpress at all to the point that it's my board's only complaint. Yeah. Yeah, and that's fair. That's a hell of a finish by Big Tim. I mean, I can't really justify putting Ronnie Stutter back in the team with the way that Big Tim's scoring. I only signed him for a rotation option with fluffy hair. And he's all over them. If he can get a second goal here, we'll be laughing. I might even be convinced not to tinker. Come on. Ball forward. Beckford to Anishko, to Briscoe, back to Anishko. Apson's through. Tim Apson almost. Almost. Yeah, he was. He was such a good combo with Briscoe, and I don't know why they can't play together anymore. I don't know if one of them shagged the other's girlfriend or what happened, but they just don't want to play together anymore. And luckily, Tim Apson's come in and kind of taken up the mantle a little bit. Cahill with a huge hoof, looking for Tim Apson. Cut it back, son. Cut while there's still time. Or don't bother, Tim Apson, my words. The Welshman is absolutely on fire. I thought he'd run into trouble. I thought he'd left it too late. And then he cuts back. I was like, there's too many guys in the box for the cut back now. And then he does that. Tim Apson. My boy. My boy. He really did make that harder than it needed to be, Kit. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Big Tim. First on the team sheet and number one in our hearts. Oh, you might be wrong on the hat-trick scorer. We might not get a hat-trick scorer, but Big Tim, Big Tim is a beast of a footballer. I said when I signed him that he was a good player that didn't necessarily look as good in his attributes, but he's solid. And Knightsbridge is going to take forever over this goal. Like, we're well over the 10 seconds now. We were well over the 10 seconds with that goal kick. That should have been a yellow, but I'll take it. And we're possibly back. We're possibly back. Briscoe's through. Come on, Elijah. Oh, should have played Tim in. Should have played Tim in. Tim would have buried that. On this kind of form, Tim absolutely puts that away. Has he got a mohawk? Like a... Oh, come on! For Christ's sakes. They even sent their goalie up. Our Knightsbridge has just flapped at it. He's just flapped at it. I knew I should have swapped the goalie out. That's disgraceful. I'm not happy, Jacob. I'm really sorry, but I'm not happy. You've absolutely thrown that game away for us. Absolutely thrown that game away for us. After that debut, you had a chance to make that shirt yours as well, even with the new goalie coming in, but then you've just flapped. We're chasing our first win in 6. All right, Remy Mitchell, £43,000 a year. Why is that happening? First touch of what? Handling of 8. He does have a punching tendency, but if you're going to have a punching tendency, you also need more than 5 strength. Just saying. Whereas Remy, slightly better. Slightly better. Right, Remy Mitchell making his debut next episode, or next match. Flaherty goes to Barwell. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, fuck off. Make parting comment to Flaherty. Get out. I can't begin to tell how wrong you are here. We'll see, but I think I'm right. Can I have Lafleur now, please? Lafleur. Alex Lafleur. Have you just not read yesterday's gone? I think it just hadn't registered he was gone. It's alright, nobody panic. It's going to let us sign him now. Right? Let us have Alex. I know he's a 5-3 left back, I know, but Oh, I still can't pissing sign him. I know he's 5'3", but he's quick. He's got a bit of creativity to him. He's got some good determination. His technicals are pretty well rounded. Like I know it's a wild choice to have a 5'3" left back, but we also had a 5'4" goalkeeper. I think it's worth remembering we had a 5'4" goalkeeper in Greece. I might have a look at that goalkeeper's that other goalkeeper's contract. Is he a binnable player? Yeah, see, I like a massive fullback, but I think it's safe to say Pippa Konu can go. I think that's safe. We can release him. That's fine. Halliday's still got another year on his deal. Let's see if we can get someone to buy him. I know he's young, but realistically, probably not playing for us again because he'll never catch up with Remy Mitchell. And Horseman can also be set for release because he's never going to play for us. I just want to free up some wage budget. Really, I just want to free up some wage budget. I thought you saw the 5'4" goalkeeper, Liam. Where was he? It was Jensen. Sebastian Jensen was the guy. This guy, 5'4" goalkeeper that we have with us at Iliopoli, who has somehow now found himself at Vin Diesel in Denmark. Probably wise. Yeah, he looks 13. He's 5'4". How do you like? If you were to throw a stone in Copenhagen, you would have more chance of winning the lottery than hitting someone who's 5'4", and yet somehow they've got a 5'4" Danish goalkeeper. How? How has that happened? Actually, I was going to have a look to see if our boy from Supermarine was available, wasn't I? Is he in the squad? No, he's not. I can't remember his name, which is odd because I've been looking at him all day. What was that bastard's name? I was hoping Liam would remember. I was hoping Liam would have it like stuck on file in memory somewhere. There is a way I could find out. I don't know where he plays in real life. I'm wondering if, because he's with us on our Marine save. Let me look through some footage. Frankie Monk, that's who I was looking for. Is Frankie Monk in the database? Doesn't look like it. And he's not a new gen. That's disappointing. Just because he's a 6'3" left winger. Maybe Harry Parsons on loan. Let's have a look. If we give them a future fee, I hate to have to go through all these steps to a future fee. Optional future fee of 10k. Nah. Probably not going to happen, but it's fine. It's all fine. Right, we've got a youth intake coming at some point in this next week. I think it's the 19th. I think it's the 19th that kicks in. we've got to play Alfreton next, and I'd like us to end this gold route from our other two strikers. Because if we can get all three of them firing in rotation, we are absolutely laughing. But they've just picked the worst time to have like a moment. And in fact, what I might do between these two games is just send the entire squad on rest for six days. Because it might just be that they're all tiring out. Unless I've got a logical point coming up where I can send them on a proper holiday. Which I might do at this level. There might be a gap in the fixtures. Then let's have a look. I mean, I suppose logically I can get them to this game at the end of March, and then we'll send them on holiday for a week, and then for that final push we should have an entirely fresh squad. That would be nice. Plus it's Easter weekend, so they'll probably be tiring by then anyway. You watch me forget now. It'll absolutely happen. I will absolutely forget I said that. Someone will have to remind me I said I was sending them on holiday. Right. Team selection. I'm going to make no changes except to put Frimpong back on the bench. And then we'll take out Roca. And I think we'll start Wilkinson. I just feel like Wilkinson might be the guy. If anyone's going to be my guy, in fact, before we put Wilkinson in there as a playmaker, dangerous. Probably doesn't have the vision for it. Does Okoli have any vision? Not really. Does Frimpong? No. Okay. Bear with me here. I'm going to go off the reservation. Just a touch. We're going to play Shea Cahill as our 10. Which I know is a little bit crazy. But I'm currently training him to play at Cannes. He hasn't got there yet. But he does have the vision to be able to maybe create something from there. And I feel like we're playing so badly, there's not a lot to lose. So that's going to be the decision. We're going to play Cahill as the 10. He's going to have an absolutely storming game and set up 12 goals. Anything less will be failure. Does feel weird having him there, but I just feel like I've got to try something a bit wacky. And he might be the one. Right. Let's see it. Let's see it from the boys. I'm just want to see something special from Cahill today. Briscoe gets there. Domi takes too long. Far too long. Gets brought down. Doesn't win a pen. What are you doing? You're now well out of position, you idiot, and now we're exposed. Jesus Christ. If they'd scored then, Domi would have been on the transfer list by morning. That was appalling. That was so bad. But that's all very well. Wanted to get down the wing, get in the box, and I fully accept it. I'm fully here for it. But you can't faff around, fall over, and then leave a gap like that at the back. It's just unacceptable. It's not the one. It's not the one. Right, Tim Apshon on the ball, gives it away. Come on, Tim. Focus. In fact, let's turn up the pressing, shall we? Let's turn up that pressing again. It feels like the way. Ouattara gets a header, once again gives it away. Whitehorse had a pop from Mars. Come on, just show me any kind of anything. From anyone. Cahill's pushed way too far up there. Way too far up. Can we win this back? Good. Beckford. Over the top for Briscoe. Elijah Briscoe again. God damn it, Elijah. You've got to get better at one-on-ones. You've really got to get better at one-on-ones. Right, throw in Domi to take this one. Short for Beckford. Beckford lays in Domi. Domi across goal. Cahill turns. Tim Apshon nearly had a goal then. It came off a defender. Cahill's taking a corner. Let's get a goal. One goal. No, come on, Beckford. You looked so good when we first brought you into the team, mate. Come on. Ouattara, over the top. Looking for Cahill. Can't quite get there. And the thought does occur, is Beckford our cam? It's a better passer. Is Beckford our cam? It's not out of the realms of possibility that he might be. We'll try it second half. Over the top for Briscoe. Briscoe into the box. Briscoe cuts inside. Tim Apsion scores again. Our boy, our beautiful floppy-haired boy, cannot stop scoring right now. And if he could just get a little bit of help from his teammates, just a touch of help, just a small, tiny dose of help, I think we'd be able to push back into some form. Cahill, to be fair to him, is putting in a 7 right now. Playing out of position. It could have been a good instinct. It'll need a few games to properly bed in, but it could have been a good instinct. A second goal would make me feel a lot better here. A second goal would make me feel much, much better. Domi. Come on, ball forward, son. Ball forward. Osborne with a tackle. Come on, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. You can hear them crying in the Robins. Tim Apshon, he scores again. Yes, indubitably. But unfortunately, so does Austin Samuels. Does feel dirty having a plastic Robins player, but he's so good. Plus, looking at the career trajectory of young strikers who play for Bristol City, he will probably end up at Swindon soon. So, swings and roundabouts. Right. Frimpong, you've got to get better, mate. Appeared to be distracted. Well, if he hadn't been distracted earlier, he did jinx it, Kit, just a touch. It's okay. I have faith we can get back into this game. We're going to do it. I want to try Beckford up in the 10 in place of Cahill, but Cahill isn't tiring and Beckford is. But, do you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let's try that. Let's make that switch. Oh, Beckford's 2.5 stars in that role. That's cheeky. Frimpong, you can come off, mate. You're done. Shooter's going to replace you. That could be the only two changes we need to make to get a goal here. Beckford looks like a count. Richie Wellens, Ryan Holloway, Ollie all day. If I'd had my way, Richie Wellens would have never been Swindon manager. Not because he didn't do a good job, but just because we should have had Ollie 10 years ago. Oh, Beckford's looking tasty. Beckford did a thing. Cahill might have to come out for Finley. They're not appealing choices either way, are they? Let's start with our defensive sub, shall we? Waldron, Bateson can come off for Harry Thomas. And then we'll save that last couple of subs for Coley and Cahill. To be honest, they could both come out. They could both come out. Dial's through. Mullins clears. Good stuff. We actually won today. Less depression. Beautiful stuff. We haven't. Have we won a game this episode yet? I don't think we. Or this streaming. I don't think we have. Don't think we have. Right, that's our last two subs. We're going to keep Beckford in the cam. I think he's got everything we need in a cam. And it's odd because earlier in the season when I was looking for a solution in centre mid, I called Beckford into the squad out of nowhere and he just showed up for us. So maybe Cam is his role as Finley gets through. Cuts back for Waldron. Back to what? We're all over them right now. To be fair, Tim Apshon hasn't actually been that good all game. His rating's just being propped up by the fact that he scored, which is hilarious to me. He actually hasn't done that well. Like, realistically, if he was playing well and had a goal, he'd be on a 7.5 plus. Right. That's it. Since we dropped Conroy, we've been fine. It's really sad because I don't want to have to drop Conroy, but I think it's just his lack of pace letting him down. Briscoe's through. Elijah, just one finish, mate. Just one finish. Genuinely is all I need to see from you is one finish, and I think we'll be laughing. Just feels like this goal drought of his is never going to end. Domi, let's get into the box. If Briscoe scores here, it'll be limbs. Domi taking the free kick. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Domi into the box, bud. Elijah, he's right here. He's right here. Find him. Oh, for Christ's sake. Beckford, you can do something here. Oh, has a pop into the side netting. 5 to go. And we feel like we're a better side now. We just don't feel like we've got a goal scorer properly other than Apsion who's finding the net. And the trouble is that you really need two people firing. Waldron should get there easily. I almost had a fit then. I was like, why have they stopped chasing that ball down? But it was fine. It was fine. Mullins, do something with this, bud. Wilkinson will be a really good option. There you go. Beckford, over the top for Briscoe. Elijah, cut it back. Tim Apshon off the crossbar. Wilkinson, oh, didn't need to have a shot, Finn Wilkinson. There were 1,000 things you could have done that were better than that shot, and you just picked the worst option. Mitchell, he's come out far too far for my liking. Thomas, Mullins, get it over the top, mate. Domi, find the through ball to Wilkinson. Wilkinson finds Briscoe. Briscoe through for Waldron. Waldron on the near side, beats his man, into the box, cut it back, please cut it back. Tim Apshon has scored again. I think that's cheeky. I think when we see the replay, we're going to say this was cheeky, because Waldron pinged it against the back post and it was rolling across the goal line. And I think Tim's claimed a freebie there. Okay, we'll let him off. He hasn't quite claimed a freebie. I mean, he has. It was an open goal, but it wasn't rolling over the line from Waldron, so we'll let him off. He got the assist claim. Apshon gets 2, and we are finally going to win a game in this stream. Finally, we win a game in this stream. Feels like it's been forever. It doesn't move us up the table any. We've kind of gone off the boil a bit, but we are hopefully about to get a youth intake so that A, I can go to bed, and B, Liam can claim his man. I really hope there's a 5-star youngster in the intake for you, Liam, because you've earned a 5-star intake. Can we still get perfect? Yeah, we can. We can. I mean, we're only 2-3 points off. In fact, we're only a point off the playoffs. It's not out of the realms of possibility, but we'd have to probably win all 4 of our last 4 games. And is it 4? Oh no, it's 8 games to go. The next 4, though, I mean, Kings Lynn are around us somewhere. They're just below us. Spennymoor are above us. Chorley are in the relegation zone, and Hereford are not far above. So we'd have to. I think realistically, from our last 8 games, we probably need 5, maybe 6 wins. I think that's where we stand. But we should get something going. Hopefully. I think we just needed a win to start turning things around. I really feel like that's where we're at, is we just needed one win to start turning things around. I think Kings Lynn are going to be a rough game for us, but we should pull through. I think we're probably done with the Dion Conroy experiment. I'm really hoping this is the game where we get, this is the week where we get the youth intake. I'd really like us to be able to get a left back in. Buxton hire Singh in landmark season. What are your thoughts following the departure of under-18s coach Jazz Singh to become Buxton's new manager? Genuinely didn't know he was there. Wasn't he in charge of Kettering once? No. I'm thinking of someone else. But good luck to him. Good luck to the boy. Right, can I have my youth intake this week, please? Please and thank you. Please and indeed thank you. Offers made for Hemel Hempstead Town's Domi. Only if I can have another left back. And what's Domi earning? And can I have another left back are the 2 questions I would like. He's wanted by Albanian teams. Lushna and Bessa are the bane of my life in my Wheel of Chaos save. I mean, if he goes, he goes. Like, it's not the biggest drama in the world. We'd survive without him. Are we going to get a youth intake Friday, please? Have to wait another bloody week, haven't we? Have to wait another week. Thank you for following Ben Webby. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We are desperately trying to find a youth intake. Can you imagine this, if this youth intake had a 5-star left back? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the scenes if we had a 5-star left back? That would be dirty, but it'd be beautiful. You were happy a minute ago. Oh, come on. Where are you? Who's not playing well? Right, Mullin isn't playing well. So, was it that guy? No, it was Mason something, wasn't it? Mason something, there you go. Mason something. You can go in for Mullin. And since you've nagged, I can't really drop Thomas. Bates and have to come out. That might be better. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Elijah Briscoe has had a Jamaica under-20s call up. despite the fact he hasn't scored in forever. That's crazy. Right, we're going to make one small change. Beckford is the attacking midfielder. Right, I wasn't intending to stream this long, but I'll be back in a 2 secs because I am dying for a bathroom. So, 2 secs. Okay, we are back, and yeah, let's get this done. So that's the line I'm going to go with. I think it's going to be fine. It'll all be okay. That's the dream. No one needs replacing. Domi has agreed a transfer to Lucia. Can I sell him now? No. Oh well. We tried. We tried. Right. Mason Hunter and Kwaku Frimpong are lacking in match sharpness. That's fine. Get out there. Get the job done. This is going to be the business. We are going to absolutely do them. Let's address the team. Kingston second in the form table was 16th. Step things up. Good. Right. Let's try that again. With you guys all looking to make me proud. Good. That's what we're feeling. That's what we're feeling. Right. We are going to get goals past Kings Lynn, skip all that. This stadium is massive at Kings Lynn. That's ridiculous. It's cheating. That stadium's championship sized. And they're playing a 4-4-2. Right, Thomas across to Hunter. Let's see how Beckford does starting in the 10 today. Domi over the top, looking for a run from Briscoe that was never going to come because he's not Usain Bolt, despite being Jamaican. He is not Usain Bolt. Ashmore with a big ball down the end. Hunter with a header. I mean, Hunter, you've been begging me to play, mate, and you've just absolutely let your man go then. You've headed it badly. You've let your man go. They've got a corner. Let's get this clear as quick as we can. Mitchell saved it. Good. Right. Forward, Mitch. Or throw it. Whatever floats your boat, mate. Whatever floats your boat. Let's just see if we can get Beckford into this game. If we get Beckford into this game, I think we'll be laughing. But he does have to get involved. Something's happening. Throw in. Ouattara. Okoli. Back to Ouattara. Back to Okoli. Ouattara ends up with it anyway. He goes into the box. Has a pop from too far out. And I'm going to get us pressing again. That's our plan. Let's up the pressing. I'll remember that for the game next time. Right. We are giving away a throw in now, I guess. Yep. Hall Johnson is going to take it. To Williams. Back to Hall Johnson. Over the top. And, well, that's gone terribly. We've somehow got a goal kick out of that. Well, it probably should have been a penalty. But we'll take it because we are still involved in this game. Tim Apshon has gone missing again, which is probably a sign he'll score twice. Possibly. And the trouble is I can't really take him off because neither of my other strikers have scored a goal in so long that I sort of need him to step up today, or for one of those two to buck their ideas up. Why has Beckford come so deep? Why is that a thing? Why is Fletcher Toll being allowed to score? He's got a stupid name. Don't let him score. What's happened here? It's bloody Thomas again. Ah, my words. Right. Can we have goals, please? Can we have goals? Any goals? How is Beckford on a 6.1? My God, man. Right, Mitchell's made a catch. Let's get this up the field. Let's get something happening. Anything at all happening would be great. Mitchell, deep, looking for Briscoe. Back to Beckford. Back to Briscoe. Forward for Cahill. Domi over the top. Terrible ball. Genuinely awful ball. We're back to the way we played in the first game. We're back to the way we played in the first game of just being utter crap. You've been terrible. Sort it out. Beckford, mate. Your mistake cost us apparently. So you get yelled at. You two. 3. Better. Get out there. Let's make up for that mistake, Beckford. Come on. This is your chance. This is your big opportunity to prove you can be that 10. To be the star of the team. You are going to have to dig deep. You are going to have to find an assist. You're going to have to correct your own mistake. But you can do it. I believe in you. I'd also like it if Tim could show up today. Come on, Tim. Right, Cahill. Back to Frimpong. Frimpong for Cahill again. Back and forth. Love to see it. Let's get something going. Hunter. Back to Thomas. Thomas out wide for Ouattara. Ouattara's got confused with Okoli, but Okoli's there now. Get the crossover, mate. Get it over. Oh, come on. I am going to have to replace Tim. Oh, come off it. Are you serious? Who screwed up this time? Bloody Thomas. Right. Tim, get off, mate. Just get off. Just don't complain. Get off. Danny Anishka, you need to come in and save this game, mate. No pressure, but save the game, yeah? Plans for next season, staying in England or going to a new country? If the right offer is there, we'll move on. Like, I feel like it really depends on what offer is there. Like, I'll have a look, I'll see what's available, but I would like to leave here with having achieved something. Briscoe for Anishko! Danny Anishko gets us back in the game. So to be determined, really. We'll see where we are at the end of the season. If we were to get promoted through the playoffs, I imagine we'd get a really good offer anyway, and if a good offer came in from somewhere, we might consider it. I would like a trip abroad, but I don't know if anything's going to come up. That's really the crux of it, is I don't know if anything's going to come up. Because realistically, right now, if we were to leave, all of our options would be in the bottom tier of Swedish football. If we're honest. Which is fun. I love playing in the bottom tier of Swedish football, but it's kind of a step backwards as well. So, I don't know. What I do is I have one more sub and I don't know what to do with it. Stutter's on the ball. A Coley back to Stutter. Come on, get involved. Get involved. Create something. Almost. Almost. Okay, a Coley. Watara. Watara down the line for Stutter. This is your time, Ronnie. This is your time. Oh, you've challenged the keeper, but you've not scored. Come on. Let's... Finn Wilkinson in there. Let's see. Let's see what Finn can do. Shooter. Turns. Back to Bateson. Bateson for Thomas. Thomas for Frimpong. Back to Thomas again. And he finds Watara. Watara over the top looking for Ronnie Stutter. He's through. If he'd shot first time, that would have gone in. For Christ's sake. Open goal, mate. Come on, play some FIFA. Stutter again. Again. My God. Okay, over the top now for Shooter. Shooter for Wilkinson. Wilkinson down the line for Briscoe. Briscoe needs to cross here. Ronnie Stutter finally scores a goal. Briscoe gets the assist. We're back on terms. Oh, it's been a long wait for you, Leo. I'm glad. Don't know who to do. There's a lot of suggestions on the channel. If you want something domestic, yeah, I want to start a Swindon save. See if you can outdo. See if you can outdo Ollie. That would be the challenge I would give you. See if you can absolutely HMS piss the league all the way up to the Premier League. Because Ollie's going to do it in real life. I'm just saying. HMS piss the league has left the dock, and now Ollie is on a mission to the Premier League. Wilkinson. Out wide for Shooter. Shooter with a chance. Frimpong back to Shooter again. Frimpong again. Wilkinson. Anishko. Through for Stutter. Ronnie Stutter scores twice in the same episode. Stutter is back. Anishko is back. Briscoe is assisting. We're in injury time. And if this is where we get the youth intake, frankly, we are youth intaking off the back of something magical. Because 3-2 has happened. And we just need no mistakes from here on out. And we will be back in form. Officially. Our front three have all got green ratings. I've not seen that all night. And I've seen it now. We've got to win. We've managed to pull it off. And we are back in the playoffs. We are back in the playoffs. With apparently a game in hand over someone. That can't be right, surely. We'll see how that looks when we get back to the main screen. That can't be right. There's got to be Sunday games to play. Not only is it right, we're up in 5th. We're up in 5th. We're back in the playoffs. We're back in this. We could be wilding. Briscoe puts in a classy performance. And we'll ignore the fact that We'll ignore the fact that he's not scored in a while. Ronnie Stutter's 1 goal away from 10 goals for the season for a bonus. Elijah Briscoe's won player of the week. It's all gone crazy. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's get Connor. I'm planning on letting you go. Bye. Get out. Sure and obvious from the fact you're on the transfer list, to be honest, Connor. Probably should have figured that out. Top of our shopping list for next season, whether we go up or not, is a new left back. Anishko's replaced Schultz in a squad. In the Latvia squad, Danny Anishko has been called up. Wowzers. Talking of, by the way, of if we were to move on, just as a quick if we were to move on, once this screen finally bastard loads. Our best option if we were to jump ship right now would be Holyhead Hotspur, who are in the Cymru North, and realistically are going down. That'll be our best option to leave right now. So we're not in a hurry to go anywhere. We are in a hurry to get to Friday though, where hopefully the youth intake will come. St Albans have made an offer for Bateson. He's currently our best performing defender, so I'm probably going to say no to that, but it was a nice try, guys. It's very much part of our team. Halliday's injured, but I suspect we'll get over that. He's not going to play for the rest of the season, so he might not play again. He might get sold. Now we're slowly building our form. Like, automatic is out of the question, but if we can get lucky in the playoffs, we could go up. We would have to avoid South Shields like the plague and hope they get beaten by someone to have any chance of getting through it. No, you can't expect any deals because I'm not going to make any. Unless a left back happens. Quinn Shooter's injured. A tight groin. What have you been doing, you dirty old man? Come on, just get through deadline day. I don't care about it. Hold team meeting. Ease expectations. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Just ease expectations. Any of these players? Leamington want Dowrich. Am I paying you a lot of money? I'm paying you more money than I should be for a guy who doesn't play. So I guess you can go, and maybe this frees up left back budget. Maybe this frees up left back budget. Oh, he's rejected it. Of course he has. Oh well. It was a nice dream. It was a nice dream, but we still haven't had a left back, a youth intake. I think we might holiday through this Spennymoor game because I really desperately want to get that youth intake done, but I'm also really tired. It is taking its time, mate. It is. It's just taking too long. Oh, Connor Lawless is finally leaving us. Thank Christ. Thank Christ. Right, what are you saying about this youth intake? Don't expect much from this youth intake. I swear, if we end up waiting all this time for a youth intake and it's like all 1-star players, I'll be gutted. Oh, Elijah Briscoe's on international duty, so is Danny Anishko. Thanks for the option to postpone the game, by the way. That was nice. Right, stutter and action I have to start up top. Anishko can be replaced by Pavey on the bench. And Shia LeBurnham's going to have to come out of the cold. Right, we're just going to holiday this one because I am tired and I want to get to a youth intake, quite frankly. Let's get a win. We have got a win. That's 3 on the bounce. Madness. And Ronnie Stutter has scored twice. And Tim Apshon has scored. We could be in dreamland. We could be in dreamland. Maybe Elijah's the problem. National League North bonus is paid out. That means we've survived relegation for sure. Excellent. That's our basic, bog standard, minimum expectations passed. Right, youth intakes are always on Fridays, aren't they? They're always on Fridays. So, I think we're going to holiday through to next Friday because we should get a win against Chorley. Let's go through till next week with current team selection. Because why change it? Why change it? Things seem to be working. Why fix it if we don't have to? Stutter gets a goal bonus. That's nice. Come on. Let's get more goals, Ronnie. More goals. More goals, please, Ronnie. Come on. I've also stuck my tea in, so I was sort of hoping that we'd be off stream by now so I could enjoy the tea. But if I disappear very quickly, it's because a thing went off. I'm sure it'll be fine. Goal here for a win. Come on. We've bloody beaten Chorley. We've beaten Chorley. We've got Hereford coming up again. Can we have the win here, please? Come on. Youth intake time. Youth intake time. Youth intake time. Oh, we've got youth players being released. That's always a sign there's an intake coming. That's always a good sign. Come on. Where is it? Where is youth intake? It's taking the piss now. We've had the big notice too. We'll take him because he's a Manchester United player. He might be good. Alright. One more week. One more week. That's the plan. One more week. We'll keep an eye out for a youth intake. It might happen. Gaming's taking the piss, Liam. You're right. Beat Hereford. Beat Hereford. Come on. Come on. Beat Hereford. Beat Hereford. Come on. Oh. We should still be in fourth in the table, though. We should still be in fourth in the table after that. I was going to send the players on holiday this week, wasn't I? And I didn't. But to be fair, the Hereford game was on there. Mitchell's got a wage hike. Come on, give me the youth team. Give it to me. Nothing on the calendar as well, which is what bothers me. There's nothing on the calendar to indicate there's been like a youth team friendly arranged. Can we do it? Right, did we get a youth intake whilst I was grabbing me food out of oven? Did we get one? We bloody didn't. But we got another win. Alright, one more. One more week. Because we're also slowly catching Spennymoor. I know we're missing games. I understand. But let's not change something that's winning. We are more or less firmly in the playoffs now. We shouldn't be far off. One win maybe from getting the message saying we've deleted the board, so we might even have got it now. Spenny has secured a playoff spot. Oh! It arrived. It arrived. Good. Squad are unhappy with me. He's been playing. What are you chatting, you absolute nonsense? He's literally been playing. Don't know what you want. Don't know what you want. We've just won 4-0 and you're moaning about something. Right, youth intake. Liam, do you want any of these guys? We have Phil Stevenson, an attacking midfielder who realistically is National League at best potential. Or do you want David Curran, who probably is never going to make it into our first team? Or do you want to wait till next season and hold back? Or do you want one of these other randomers from down here? Your choice. Realistically, I would say not one of them will ever play for us. You're on the top one, Phil Stevenson at the cam. He could be a star, but he'll need some pushing. Okay, we will make sure we sign him up. Beautiful. Big deal there. 260 quid a year. It's fair. What would you like to rename him to? You can use anything you want. All right, Liam Holloway enters the game. There we go. He is in the game, and that I think is where we will end the stream for today, because I need to eat, I need to sleep, and I need to go and dentist and all that kind of good shit. But as we leave it with 3 games left of our league season, I don't know if I'll be back on tomorrow night. Depends if I can talk. If I can talk, we'll do it tomorrow night. We are 3 points behind Spennymoor. We are 8 points away from 8th, so we just need 2 more points from these 3 games. Oh, I'll try, Liam. I'll try. So we just need 2. We just need 2 more points to guarantee the playoffs. As things stand, I would ideally like to finish either above Spennymoor or behind Telford, because both of those options avoid sell shields until absolutely necessary. But we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to wrap up the stream. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I have, as always, been chasing lamely. I am not going to raid out tonight because I just don't have the energy. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all very soon. Till next time, stay safe. Have a good one.